fellow readers, welcome back. Bookworm Reader here, and today's video is going to be December and November's book haul. Now, I know I didn't do a book haul in November, that's because I really didn't get much in November, but here are the books. And then also, I'm going to quickly get up here really fast. You guys can see like a mess kind of behind me. Sorry, we're trying to like reorganize our room. Right, and then I'm getting here really fast because I did get... I told you guys that if I got more bookmarks, I would share those with you too, and I did get quite a few. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, today's book haul is a total of, what, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bookmarks, and this one technically didn't get this in December, November, but I found it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. So let's start with bookmarks. So I got all these from the library. So there's this one. It's 101 Reasons to Smile. There's that one. Then you have Pizza Pie Cafe Will Read for Pizza. It's got like a thing. It's like a... my daughter found it in one of her books that I checked from the library, and so I just kept it because I know they won't pay it. This says limitations only exist if you let them. This one was for books for Book Your Summer. You could be awarded $1,000. It was a summer reading program I did. This one says I Love My Library. This one I thought was cool. This has all the state capitals, and then on the back it has all the U.S. presidents. I don't think it's up to date, though. Oh, no, it is up to date. Wow. It is up to date. It's up to the 45th president, which is Donald Trump. Then there's this one. It says, Reach for a Good Book. This was another summer reading program. This one says, I Love My Library, and then on the back has a little crossword, or like a little word search. Another summer reading program book. Mark. It says, On Your Mark, Get Set, Read. This was a summer reading program too, I guess. Because it says June 4th through July 13th. And then this one says, A Universe of Stories. And then there's this one. It says Utah Online Library. And then this one, Dig Into a Good Book. So there are bookmarks. My bookmarks. I'm going to put this back up here. So there's the bookmarks. The thing I'm most excited about is the books. So this is like one of my favorite time of years to go like thrift store book shopping because, or anytime, like one of my favorite things to go, anytime to go like thrift store shopping because everybody's getting rid of their old stuff. They're donating it because they got a bunch of new stuff for Christmas. So our first book is actually not one that I bought this month. I found it in my room, so I figured I might just add it to the book haul. And I'm going to go ahead and add it. Ooh, I just hit like my daughter's chair. I'm going to go ahead and add it to my shelf as I can, if I can, because I know there's not really... I'm kind of running out of space on my bookshelf. Like, if you guys can see my bookshelf, I don't think you guys can see the bottom. Alright, you see the bookshelf. Oh, jeez. So my top bookshelf, I think I'm just going to, like, I'm just going to scoot this over, and I think I have more that go here, and then I'll just know when I pull out City of Fallen Angels to go ahead and put in City of Glass when I'm finished with it, and pull out City of Fallen Angels. Yeah. I eventually want to get, like, another bookshelf that, I can have, like, a TBR shelf, and then a red bookshelf, and, you know, that sort of thing, because I know a lot of booktubers have that. But anyway, as I reveal it, I'm gonna go ahead and put them myself. So the first book, like I said, this isn't a book that I bought this month, but I found in my room, is The Giver by Lois Lowry. Now, my husband has read this book. I have never read the book. I've seen parts of the movie, like I've seen the very beginning of the movie, but I've never read the book. So I kind of want to read the book and then like rewatch the first part of the movie and finish the movie. So kind of a book I'm excited for. So we have L.O. So it's gonna go after Lasky. Alright, next. So the rest of these are ones that I got from DI, or Desert Industries, if you guys didn't know what DI stands for. If you guys hear my daughter, I'm sorry. I put her down for a nap, and she's awake, but she has not taken a long enough nap, and so she needs to, like, sleep longer. So the first book, well, I guess I'll do these ones first. So this stack right here is a series that my husband read when he was younger, and so he's like, it's definitely now a major motion picture, but it is the Queer Duo Freak series. So this one is actually the first three. You have A Living Nightmare, A Vampire's Assistant, and Tunnels of Blood. So this is the first three books in one. It's by Darren Shan. My husband has read the series, and so he saw like this entire, and then I'll show you guys this. And then here's book 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'll show you those titles in a minute. But he loved this book series as a kid, and he saw like the entire series. He saw this, like these 4. He's like, oh, there's no. He saw 4 through 7. He's like, oh my gosh, where's book 1 through 3? And then he saw this, and it's like the feature. It's got like 3 books in one. So it's definitely gonna probably go on my TBR, but I don't think I'll get to it anytime soon. But it says The Vampire's Assistant, which is the second book. So yeah, I guess we'll have to add it. I'm not super like, he mentioned that it was like, you know, kind of like scary and like, I can't say this word without like making it sound bad, but horror. But it's like, it's not like young adult like Stephen King. It's more of like mid-grade horror, so it's not like super scary. So let's go and put this up here. So we have S. Oh, lovely. Okay, so I'm gonna move these up here, back up here. Oh no! Don't fall! Don't fall! Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna have to pull this stuff out. I'm gonna set him up here. I'm gonna pull this out. And then set that like that for now. Okay, so and then we have book 4, which is Vampire Mountain. I guess the first 3 are motion picture. I guess they've made they're working on book 4. I don't know. I have never like heard anything about it. But Vampire Mountain is book 4. And then book 5 is Trails of Death. These are all by the same author, so I mean, it's a series, so you'd figure they're by the same author. And then you have The Vampire Prince. It's like vampire horror. And then you have Hunters of the Dusk. Set that up there. So it's gonna fall over, but that's fine. I'll fix it. Okay. Now, and then these 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, these 4 are ones that I saw that I picked up. So the first one is Before the Rain by Diana Jeffries. I picked up this book mainly because I thought the cover was really pretty, and it's from the best-selling author of The Planter's Wife. I don't know if this is like part of a series. Like, I feel like maybe if it's like from a best-selling author, it's gonna be part of a series, and maybe this is like the third or like maybe a second book, because I always do pick up like the third book in a series. Like, I don't know if you guys know. Oh, this is a Penguin Random House UK book. This is a Penguin book. I did not realize this. Like, if you guys see right here, it says Penguin Random House. Wow. Like, I think this is my first ever like Penguin book that I picked up at like a thrift store. Okay. Wow. But so it's a romantic, heart-wrenching tale of love against the odds from the #1 Sunday Times bestselling author. 1930, Rajputana, India. Since her husband's death, 28-year-old photojournalist Eliza's only companion has been her camera. When the British government sent her to an Indian princely state to photograph the royal family, she's determined to make a name for herself. But when Eliza arrives at the palace, she meets Jay, the prince's handsome, brooding brother. While Eliza awakens Jay to the poverty of his people, he awakens her to the injustice of British rule. Soon Jay and Eliza find they have more in common than they think, but their families and society think otherwise. Eventually, they will have to make a choice between doing what's accepted or following their hearts. So, I guess, maybe it is part of a series, because there's 2 books right here on the back, if you guys see this. I think it might be part of a series. There's The Planter's Wife and then Silk Merchant's Daughter. I think maybe it might be part of a series. Like, it doesn't say on the side. Maybe it's just like 3 books she's written that are, like, similar. But anyway, we'll talk about her on the shelf. So we have J, K, K, we have G, E, F. So it's going to be 4 Jewel. Before Chasing Ramadan. Oh gosh, that's a tight fit. Okay. We're moving these 2 down. Like, okay, actually it's a tight fit, and I think I'm gonna have to actually put more up here, but we'll see. Okay. So next, this is one of my another hardback cover I got. But I read the back of this and I was like, oh my gosh, and I love this cover. I think it's so freaking pretty. This is Saving Juliet by Susanna Self-Force. I think I'm saying that right. Self-Force. So it has like 2 Juliets, both alike in description. 17-year-old Mimi Willingford of the Broadway Wallingfords has a life most girls can only dream of, complete with the starring role in her family's production of Romeo and Juliet, but acting is not her dream, and she's fighting for the right to trade her script for a scalpel and become a doctor. 14-year-old Juliet Capulet of the Verona Capulets has lived a lonely life, imprisoned by the feud that consumes her family and by iron-fisted mothers forcing her into an unwanted marriage. She will do anything to avoid her betrothed, even if it requires faking a bowel on her bottom or something more dangerous. During the play's final performance, Mimi's wish to get away actually comes true when she and her heartthrob co-star Troy Summer are magically transported into Shakespeare Verona. Now that she knows the real Juliet, Mimi doesn't want to stand by and allow the play to reach its tragic end. But if saving her new friend means changing the ending of the greatest love story of all time, will she and Troy ever make it back to Broadway? So, it says, like, quiet, you must listen to the prince, a man scolded. The crowd stilled and a voice burst forth from somewhere ahead. I couldn't see the speaker, but he spoke familiar words. 3 times now, the Capulets and Montagues have fought in our streets, spilling their own blood as well as the blood of innocent bystanders. I will not stand for it no more. If either house disrupts the peace again, the punishment shall be death. But it's the word of your prince, the Capulets and the Montagues. Okay, this was getting strange by the minute. I didn't know if I should burst into tears or start giggling hysterically, so I did both. I stood there like a crazy person in my mud-splattered dress. This was just like the opening of the play, when the prince makes his proclamation, just like the play that I was trying to escape. How could this be happening? So she kind of like, I'm guessing like that, she doesn't want to be an actress. She wants to, be a doctor. And so she's trying to escape the actress life. So Saving Juliet. Self-Force. So S-E-L. Actually, if you want to get technical, this should go before Stephenie Meyer and Steinfeld. And it should go here. And then we have, sorry guys, we have S-E-L. So is that going to go before Shan? Here. So I'm probably not going to have enough room on my shelves. This needs to go, oh, that's a story, but it needs to go down here because it's a smaller book. I may have to rearrange my shelves, guys. You have no idea. Okay. I actually realized that even though Rowling would go up here, but anyway. Next we have Lessons in Heartbreak by Kathy Kelly, #1 international bestseller. So, Izzy Silver's A Heart. So pretty much this book, I'm not going to read this full synopsis about this, but pretty much this book, it's about this girl who suffers from heartbreak and she tries to hide it from her family, and she, meanwhile, back in Hermione, and there's heartache too. Izzy's aunt, Annalise, is trying to hide her pain at her husband's betrayal of their marriage. So she like learns a lot from this. So, and this is by Kathy Kelly, author of Past Secrets. Wait, seriously, is this? Is this part of a series? Please don't tell me it is. Like, seriously, what is it with me and picking up, like... Like, what is it with me and picking up, like, books in a series and not being able to actually read them? Oh, well. So, this is Kelly. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So, we're going to move these down. Make the original plan. Guys, do you see this? Like, I'm running out of room on the bookshelf. And K-E. So it's gonna go after Kate or last. Alright, where is this one gonna go? Okay. Okay. So my last and final book of these 2 months, or November, December's book haul, is Ida B. I actually read this in middle school, and when I saw this at DI, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this book. Like, it is a childhood book. It's been forever since I've read it, so I might have to read it again. But this is what I have for lunch every single day. Peanut butter on 1 slice of bread, milk, and an apple. Preferably a Macintosh because they're tangy with a thin skin, which Daddy says resembles me at times. Don't you want to try something different, Ida B? Daddy will say. Well, by lunchtime, I'm wide awake, and I've already been busy doing my chores and learning and having some fun. I've got a list of things that I can't wait to do in the afternoon. My head is filled with the rim with interesting ideas and plans, and that's exactly how I want it to stay. There are too many things to think about in this world besides what I'm going to have for lunch, Daddy, I say, and he looks at me like I'm a true mystery. So, but like I said, I read this in middle school, but it's been like forever. But I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to pick this up. But this is Ida B by Catherine Hanning. And it says, and her plans to maximize fun, avoid disaster, and possibly save the world. So, we have Hanning, so H-A-N. So it's going to go right here. So, guys, as you guys can see, my bookshelf is pretty much full. Like, if you guys can see this, if I get more of the City of Glass, or not City of Glass, the Mortal Instruments series, I'm gonna have to like move this stuff up. I don't know where I'm gonna put this now. I think I might just have to find like some other place to set this, like this stuff. This is City of Glass. I don't think I'm on chapter 13 where there's sorrow, but I think I might be further because I think I might have listened to some of it on Audible with my husband. So I think for now we're just gonna set this on top right here, guys. And oh my gosh, guys, my bookshelf is getting so freaking full. Before I know it, I'm gonna have to move. I kind of want to like move. Hold on, I have an idea, guys. Hold on, let me figure this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like, I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna like reorganize a little bit because I kind of want to put like Rolling actually where she's supposed to go, like my Harry Potter series, Rolling where she's supposed to go. You guys can't see it down here, but I have my Harry Potter box set down here. I kind of want to put it up here where it's supposed to go with ours, but I didn't because I didn't think it would fit, but I'm going to try and move it up there. So I'm going to go ahead and go, and I will see you guys next time. So until next time, readers, read on, readers.